I'm back, bitches. If you're watching this on YouTube, then I know, it's been a while. I wanna give myself a little challenge today. I wanna build a translator app. So basically, like Google Translate, I'm going to build a different translation service and make that an Android app. Because Google Translate is great, but there's a different service that I want to use. And I want to use Jetpack Compose. It's going to be an Android app, yada, yada. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't forgotten about On Time, the scheduling app for trains that we built a couple months ago at this point. Jesus, a couple months ago. Well, I guess it's accurate though. But I want to do something else today. And so I'm going to crack open my lovely alcoholic beverage, and I might as well get us started. So as I said, I want to build a translation app similar to Google Translate, but I want to use DeepL. DeepL is another service for live translations. You have a target language, you have a source language. I think they support 26 different ones. And you put in the text on the left, it translates it on the right. And apparently, they are much superior in producing that target language in a more natural way compared to Google Translate. So I use Google Translate to verify my Japanese pronunciation and also translate some Japanese stuff into English because I'm learning Japanese. There's no Android app for DeepL. There is one for iOS, there's none for Android. I want to have one because I want to mimic the ease of use that I have with Google Translate. I want to mimic that with another service. So in Google Translate, you would go in and I would press the microphone button and I would speak into the microphone. I would speak a sentence and then it would translate it for me. I want to build basically this interface with DeepL so that I have the superior service backing an Android app that I can just open up on the go whenever I need it. So I've already created a account for DeepL. You have to sign up. It's free. You can use the free tier. You have to register a credit card for whatever reason, but it's free unless you want to pay, and you have like a quota. So I've already set that up, and what I have here is an Android project that is basically empty. So I just copied the setup files from another project I had, like dependencies and stuff, and I created a basic activity. So again, this is a Jetpack Compose project. So we have this basic activity here. I connected Hilt to it. It's basically an empty Hilt module at this point. And it creates a screen, the translate screen, which is going to be the implementation of that basically with DeepL. It's the only screen I'm going to need. I don't have navigation planned for this, so no need to do this right now. And this is basically currently, it's just an empty composable that just puts a text on screen. So if I run this, it should just say hello view model. I'm printing out the view model parameter and we can see that already works. So I want to get started by creating a basic UI. That's the first part of today's stream. Basic UI for two text fields. You enter text in the top one, it comes out at the bottom, or maybe vice versa, I don't know yet. Then maybe a selector for the languages. For my use case, it's going to be Japanese to English, but I still want to allow these to be swapped around, so you can go English to Japanese if you want. And then a microphone button, which won't do anything for this first part. So I'm going to do UI first. Second part is going to be connecting the DeepL service, so like basically making a bit of app architecture, connecting that up. Like retrofit probably, it's a REST API. So we're gonna put retrofit in, that's the second step. And third step is gonna be speech recognition. I've never done speech recognition, but I want to build that microphone button. And Android has speech recognition built in, so I'm gonna try and use it. Why don't we get started? So, translate screen, right? Let's go back to Google Translate for a second. So I guess we have a top bar. Don't really need it to be honest, but it kind of looks bad if I don't have anything on top. So I'm probably gonna have a generic app bar and then big text field below for like entering text and then the translated text, the target language basically. I'm not sure I want to do a bottom sheet. I have built a bottom sheet with Jetpack Compose and it was, like many things in Jetpack Compose, really easy after you've kind of wrapped your head around it. I don't think I want to do a bottom sheet, but Google Translate, as far as I can see here, does not do a bottom sheet now. Okay, so why don't we do generic app bar, big text below, and then what do these do? Okay, like these language buttons just open a new menu. I'm probably just gonna do a drop down or something. Button in the middle to switch between two, and then a microphone button. That's all I need, I think. What was it again? The scaffold, was it? I'm just about to ship my first feature built with Jetpack Compose for one of my clients. It's going to ship in the next couple of weeks, and I'm really happy. It's a Google Maps implementation. So like Google Maps connection view to Jetpack Compose was really interesting. Let's see. Right, so scaffold. And then didn't the scaffold have like top bar? Let's do that. I don't know if I actually need that modifier just yet. So top bar. I'm gonna do let's do, I don't know, translate top bar, put that here. And then the content itself is the translate content. Currently writing an 8 to 10 page paper. I'll be lurking. Okay. Enjoy and all the best. Also, you can do ! lurk. If you write that in the chat, it will give you a nice little message. It doesn't do anything, literally nothing is happening, but it's fun. Bot interactions, I guess. Oh no, it's not working. My stream elements. No, user.name is no lurking. This is the equivalent of like getting a recruiter email and it says, "Hello, dollar target user. I noticed that you are very proficient in dollar recently used technology. Do you want a job?" Well, that's something I'm gonna have to fix. If I use this one, it doesn't have... Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm gonna do text, and then I'm gonna call the app Blabberl. And in fact, I have a string resource for that already. Might as well use it. I'm guessing top app bar fills the width by default, so I'm not gonna put a modifier on it. And then color is probably gonna be derived from the theme, I'm guessing. So I don't have to say what color it uses. Yeah, it's primary surface, and then... Okay, fine. That is all right. And then below, I'm gonna do a... let's do a column. And then in there, I'm gonna do a... What's the compose edit text called? Input field? Text field? Text field, I think it was. Yeah. Okay, value is gonna be nothing of interest at this point. I'm just gonna do test source language. Listener is gonna be empty. And then I will do another one below, and that is the target language. So like the translation. And then below that, I'm gonna do a row where I have two buttons, or like three buttons actually, like two source language, switch button, target language. So I'm gonna have to put that here. Yeah, I'm gonna refactor a lot of this out over time, build my own components and stuff. But for now, I'm gonna just not do, like I'm gonna violate DRI basically. I'm gonna repeat myself and then I'm gonna refactor it into something more concise. So in here we have button, and that's gonna say Japanese, my source language. And then I have another one which is also a button. And it's, I might as well do a floating action button, but it's okay, not now. Icon? No, image, right? Probably image. I don't have image resources downloaded yet. Might need to look that up. Oh, something deprecated already. This one then? No? Okay. Maybe it is icon after all. Yeah, that's what I want, I think. Okay, so icon. And then I'm gonna do... Shoot. Yeah, just two arrows, basically like a swap kind of icon I want. Let's see. This is like the full screen kind of arrow. I want one that's horizontal, like two opposing. Well, not really this. This is a little too boring. Like something like this. Oh, this one. This one's. It's literally what this one is. Not quite. The arrowheads are a little different, but alas, Google preaches material design, but they use their own icons, right? View vector drawable. Copy that. That mofo out, and then let's paste that in here. And I know that there's a vector drawable like selector dialog thing in Android Studio, but I'm a creature of habit. I've always done it this way, and I don't think I'm ever gonna change. And then that would be painter resource equals R. No. It's image vector, is it? No, painter. Painter equals painter resource R drawable. This is how you do it, I think. Content description. On the one hand, I like that Jetpack Compose makes this mandatory because of like accessibility reasons, but it's also kind of annoying that you have to give content descriptions for every single image and icon you use. But I think it's doing a lot of good, so I'm not gonna complain too much. CD swap languages. I don't know, swap source and target language. I guess that could work. Okay, so I have this, I have that. And then third one is gonna be, this is the last one, we have English. Below that, we only need the floating action button for the microphone, for which I need another icon. So another on click. It's a lot of state in this screen already. And then in here is another icon, painter resource. I'm gonna call it IC microphone probably, microphone. And then content description is gonna be called CD talk, push to talk. Two hard things in programming, right? How do I name this? I don't know. Voice input. CD voice input. Okay, I still have that page open, luckily. So, microphone. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, this one, perfect. Oh, actually, they use the outline version, so I'm gonna do the same. All right, and then another opening of strings XML. What did I say? Voice input? Okay. Speak to enter text. Speak to translate text. That's the one. Okay. So the alignments are going to be all out of whack. So this floating action button is going to be moved to the left. It's not going to be center and stuff. But I want to see how bad it is first before I do any modifiers that I'm going to end up regretting. I've fallen into the trap of putting in too many modifiers before I actually test it out. And then I have a couple of superfluous modifiers. Like I put fill max size on everything. And then I found out that I can remove that for a lot of different composables because it's not needed. It's just filling it by default. So I'm starting to get into the habit of creating the thing first and then applying modifiers once I saw it on the device. I've also been doing a couple of experiments regarding the build speed that we're seeing right now. It's again a little slower than it would be if I didn't stream. I've been using the terminal to invoke Gradle. And I thought it was a conspiracy theory, but it's actually not. It's actually so much faster for some reason if you build from command line. So I might actually pull up a command line window and invoke Gradle through that, because I guess Android Studio does a whole bunch of other unrelated Gradle tasks, and it could be quicker if you just invoke the install task, right? Then you didn't need to do all of this other stuff. So I'm looking that up here. I'm gonna prepare a session. So I think this is gonna be the command. Oh, it's done now. Nice. I think I'm gonna be doing this one. So I'm just gonna invoke the install task, and then I'm gonna start the activity manually. I'm using a custom command that I built called ADBA, which is basically ADB all. Like it does the same ADB command on all the devices you have connected at the same time. And yeah, I'm gonna try that one out. But now it's done. Let's see what it looks like. Actually doing that. Okay. Okay, yeah, terrible as expected. Okay. So I'm seeing a couple things already. I'm seeing that I want the text fields to be actually filling the width of their column. I also want to check something. I want to see if the column fills the entire thing, because this one might need it. I want to check background color red. Okay, and what I can already see is I will need a fill max width here for sure. And then, yeah, probably width, not width, weight, to make them equal in height, except for the bottom part. So let's try it. Let's try running Gradle from command line to build this. Let's see if it's actually fast. Oh, no, hold on. I messed up. That's one thing. I have Java 16 as my default Java, and I have to move it down to Java 11 so that Android doesn't freak out. Let's see, it would be nice if this were also faster. Yo, Sinja in the house. How are you doing, girl? Hope you're having a lovely Saturday. I think I'm gonna apply the gravity, like to center everything. I'm gonna apply that to the column outside, because everything needs to be centered. The Japanese swap arrow thing, English thing, that needs to be centered. This thing needs to be centered. Okay, so I guess the compilation is not really faster. It's just as slow. Maybe it's just the first one, I don't know. It's packaging now that I'm complaining about it, so it's starting shortly. All right, let's see. Give me a red background. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. Okay, I messed that up. I have to give the entire component name for some reason. This should be okay. Okay, so it does not fill the entire height, but it does fill the entire width now, because these components do. That's good to know. Can I do weight here? 1F, and then this one gets 1F too? I don't know, let's see. Then this one gets a bit of padding. Padding, let's do 16 dip. How's everybody doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing okay. Let me step down 2 levels actually, but no, I'm doing all right. It's been good. Activity class does not exist, really? What? Why? Oh, yeah, I still messed it up. Well, third time's a charm. Okay, next time then. Right, so let's start it manually then. Okay, that already looks much better. So I can remove the intrusive red color now, because I know that the screen is now filled. That looks really good already. I'm into it. I should put some spacing around the microphone button too. I want to do some alignment here. So let me try. So column, right, has horizontal arrangement. No, this is horizontal alignment. Okay, got it. Horizontal alignment is alignment dot center horizontal. Center horizontally, okay. Right, this, we have the weight. Let me actually reformat this so that these things break into new lines. I'm gonna style the buttons a little later, and then I want to add some padding below this floating action button. And I have to remember, like usually what I would do now is I would do a spacer that has 16 dp of height, but I remember, was it Jossie who I read this from? It was somebody on Twitter who gave a better a better option for like doing padding and spacing, because there is a modifier, space. Is there a space modifier? Space modifier. That sounds like a that sounds like a movie waiting to happen.
I'm the space modifier.
Spaced by or something, wasn't it? Maybe it was just for list items or something, like lazy list maybe. Whatever. It might have been for a different composable, so I'm gonna do a spacer, no, spacer? Spacer. Yeah, spacer. Alternatively, I could do a nested column here and just give that part... It doesn't matter, we can go all out with these nested nested layouts. Doesn't matter, compose does not care. And then just put that here. And then that way I don't have to repeat the 16 dp declaration, so like the white space will be consistent. Okay, let's do that. And then third time's a charm. This time it should start on its own. Let's see. Matt Damon is the space modifier. Yeah, love it. Incidentally, I've been playing a lot since yesterday of this old PC game from the 90s called Space Control 2. And there's an open source implementation of it by the actual developers. They created an open source free version, so you don't have to pay for it. Marcel explaining what free means. You're welcome. So I've been playing a lot of that, and it's like like printing out hyperspace maps and stuff, like A2 size maps, and like looking through star systems, and then a tiny spaceship. It's super fun. I love it. I'm super into it. Oh, compile failed. Oh, whoops. I'm messing something up here because I cannot spell. Thing is, computers are ruthless. They just will explode in your face and say like build failed in like dark red lettering when you mess something up. Okay, that is looking good already. The nested column does not retain the gravity for the microphone button, but that can be easily adjusted by actually moving the alignment to that nested column. I don't need it up here anymore because the text fields are they have their own, they fill the entire width anyway, so there's no alignment for them. So let's do that then. And then row inside, button, button, button. These I might want to space out. And then floating action button below. I despise the color of that microphone button. I think mostly because it should be white. The icon should be white. Well, this one is a yellow, what am I saying? A light blue. It might be okay for now. I'm actually going to disable the target language text field, because that should just show the output. You shouldn't be able to type anything into it. 24 seconds. Okay, I think the compilation now is faster. Like Gradle has warmed up now, the daemon is running in the background, and I think now it is faster to do it via command line. Yep, daemon. I said what I said. Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Is all connected. Yeah, also with this new OBS setup that I had to do, I tried to color correct the camera a little, because one thing that super annoyed me is how my camera is like, there's a lot of red and yellow light in here, and like it was just all yellow. So I tried to color correct it a little. I think it looks a little better. I might have to adjust it some more, but I think it's an improvement. Okay, speaking of improvements, I think I like that. For some reason, it looks like this here is not centered, is it? It seems to me that this spacing left of Japanese is larger than the space right of English, but I might be tripping. I don't know, I might be tripping. I'm not sure. Oh no, I know what it is. It just looks like that because Japanese is a longer word than English, and that's like it's... I see. It gives the illusion that that's the case. Oh yeah, in that case... Yeah, in that case, we should be able to use the row. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you. Are you on drugs again? I'm on red rhubarb cider, so make of that what you will. Oh, horizontal arrangement, I'm going to be using arrangement space between or space around. I can never tell the difference between the two. Let's do space between. Still not, okay. I want to try space around. Just give me all the blue. I remember when I found out about the tungsten light mode in my first camera. I used that shit everywhere. We looked horrible, but there's a time and place. Okay, same thing. I'm wondering if that is because the row itself is not filling. Now I'm pasting fill max width everywhere again. I still don't have great understanding of when you do and when you don't need it. Let's try that. Okay, that is a little better. It's still not centered. Okay, I might need to do it differently then, just because Japanese and English are just words of different length and they have to be adjusted because the swapping arrow is in the middle of the two of them, but it should be in the center of the screen. Give these buttons some weight. Maybe that is enough already. Also, I don't want to spend too much time on the little details. I kind of want to get it functional because alas, I want to start this today and finish this today. But that doesn't mean you can't just put a little effort into it, right? Let's see. Whoops, missing imports. Don't miss your imports, kids. I'm debating about whether or not I should just add auto importing for compose stuff, because you type in every single modifier as a new import and stuff. It's kind of annoying. That's okay. I don't like the spacing at all down there with the 3 buttons. I don't like that the image button is taller than the 2 with text. I don't like the colors. I don't like the shape. Like I would do different corner radius and stuff. But all of that can be done later. I want to get this functional and then I want to make it pretty. So this button also doesn't do anything yet. We will connect that later. What I will do though is I will add, I'm not sure why the content color here is black. It shouldn't be black. This theme, seriously, the secondary color is this mauve kind of thing, and Jetpack Compose decides to put black on top of it. That is kind of weird, to be honest. Marcel is not happy. No. Not with weird alignments. Like, if you want to make a wonky alignment, you have to make sure that it's intentional, that it's obvious that it's intentional, right? It's kind of like when you take a picture and it's just slightly angled. That's just incompetent. If you want to evoke the idea of like, oh, this is a weird image, right? Then just please exaggerate. If it's just slightly off, then it's just incompetent. I learned that in my photography class. So which do I need then? What does button use by default? I can just change the background so that the microphone icon is the same shade of purple. Okay, I will use the background color using the primary here. Do this. That looks awful. That is better. Okay, this should give me the white iconography on the mic button. When I have that, I shall deem this first part completed, and then I will move to the second part. Okay, yeah, a little more unified. It's almost too unified now, because like also Google Translate has these buttons in a different shade here than this mic button. I kind of like that, but I don't necessarily care about that right now. So I think I shall leave it at that. What I want to do lastly is I want to style the text up above a little. I want to make it bigger. Then I'll go over and do a small refactoring pass, refactoring out duplicated code into its own composable. And then when I've done that, then we will connect the translation service to it. So this text field probably has a style or something. God, so many parameters. Oh, there's read only. text field has a read-only property now. What's the difference between read-only and just disabling the field? Controls the editable state. Yeah, of course. When true, the text field cannot be modified. However, a user can focus it and copy text from it. Oh, that's actually good. Yeah, that's actually what I want. Because if you translate your text to like a different language, you want to be able to copy paste it, right? I did not know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this not to enabled false, but to read only true. Nice. Okay, and then, whoops, too eager there. And then I'll do style, I guess. God, I keep forgetting this so quickly every time. Material theme, typography. It's probably too large, but H3. What is this Oblivion music?
If you run into trouble, come find me.
It's the hero of Willowbrook. Oh, it's over. Well, just wanted to skip. Okay. That looks so cool. That looks so hard. That looks so hard to make. Okay, here we go. Here's the sweater that Sinja is knitting. Look at this. Look at the intricacy. Oh my god, that's gotta take forever. I just take for granted that you can buy this stuff like in the store, and like I don't really appreciate enough, I think, how much work goes into it. Awesome. Want to see my color? Yes. Post it in hex, please. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, that is a little too large as I expected. So let's try H4. But actually, it doesn't have to be that much smaller because there's literally nothing else on the screen in this layout. So just a little. And I can actually... Oh, that is actually cool. Okay. So I can select all. Whoops. I can select all. Yeah, that I think that is the size I'm going for. I like that. Probably I'm gonna style it. I don't like that there's like this grayish background behind it, but I don't care right now. There's also no state yet, right? So I can delete this, but because Compose doesn't have state by default unless you give it to it, that doesn't work yet. But it doesn't matter. It's really, really nice. Okay, we are getting somewhere. So let me do a quick refactoring pass over these text fields and the buttons below. Shouldn't take too long, and then we will continue. Oh, a placeholder can be anything. That is cool. I did not know that. All the better that I have a custom composable then. Okay, 9C6271. So like, is that gonna be like a, I don't know if it's like a wine color. It's probably a little lighter, but like some sort of reddish tint, that's for sure. So let's see. Let me put that in. Maybe we make that the primary color of our app. Whatever. No. Sinja's sweater. Put that in. Whoops. That didn't copy. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to. 9C6271. Okay, yeah, it's a lighter shade than like this wine that I had in mind, but okay. Well, that's a nice color though. I like that. And actually, we can make this the accent of a little bolder shade, and then maybe like this or something. And then let's make these two the driving colors of our UI. Let's do, I don't know, 40. Oh, I don't actually need this in XML. Whoops. Just need this. Wait, are these colors referenced ever? Why are they here? Because everything's Compose. Oh. I used the project creation thing in Android Studio and it created me an XML file here, but I don't think these things are ever used. So I don't think I need to care. because all of it is tied up here. So let's do, okay, well, I'm gonna do a dark theme then. Dark theme version. Oh, wait, 9C6271. 9C, oh, I missed the 9. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a 40 version of this, a little darker. Does the color picker exist for Compose too? Nice, it does. And then I guess in dark mode, you're using this color, and then the grade version is, I don't know, this maybe. Just like something more muted for dark theme. Okay, and then let's do Sinja Sweater 80. Sinja Sweater Gray 80, and then the same here. Okay, so language text field, and then we have this one, which is not editable. This one has the text test target language. Okay, let's do a quick check of the app while we go down to the next one here. So these buttons aren't actually too bad. All things considered, I might just leave them like this. I do need a whole bunch of state variables, but I think it's okay if I left them. But for the language, for the text fields, I'm gonna do this quick refactor. Also, I'm considering to update the color of the bottom text. So like if it's editable, then it has a different color. Okay, here is the app in Sinja Sweater colors. I mean, it's not that particular one because we're using the more extreme shade. Kind of looks off. Why does it look so off? Or am I in dark theme? No, I'm not in dark theme. Huh. Dark color theme. Oh, whoops. I see. It's using the lighter colors. Oh, okay. It's using these colors right now. So this is the color we see. Okay, and that is... What? Wait, no. Why is that the case? It should be the... Should be the brighter colors when you have light mode. Like this. This is what you want. No, it's not Flux. I thought it is. Like I have Nightlight on this phone, but it's not on. And on the Mac I don't have it either. It's not late enough yet. But no, I just swapped the colors around by accident, I think. Let's see what it looks like now. There you go. That is much brighter. I like that much more. Okay. Okay, that is where I'm gonna leave the UI. That concludes the first part of the stream. Second part is gonna be connecting the API source. So now we're gonna go away from the UI for a little bit, and we're gonna go to some app architecture stuff.